Ani and my friends, I'm here today. I'm out of breath because I'm rushing and I just downed an entire iced coffee. But I just wanted to share something that I received in the mail that a lot of my Indigenous Bookstagrammer friends who live on the other side of the colonial border have already received. So chances are you've probably already seen this shared, but I'm just really excited that mine arrived. So I haven't done a video on this book yet, I don't think, and which is a shame because it's one of my all-time favorite books now, one of the best recent reads I've read. If you follow me on Bookstagram, which I think most of you do, you will know that I have talked about it extensively there. I've done a full review, and that is the young adult novel Firekeepers Daughter by Ojibwe author Angeline Boulley. So as I said, this is a young adult novel. I don't read a lot of young adult, so if you're in the same boat, still read this. It's phenomenal. It's a thriller mixed with romance, and it just kept me hooked. It was a really exciting read. And so I received a digital e-copy of this prior to its publication from Macmillan USA Press and Fierce Reads. And I and some other Bookstagrammers worked to promote the book prior to its publication. And so we were sent a special promo box. In this box, we received these nice strawberry wooden earrings made by 8th Generation. The blanket that's usually behind me is also from 8th Generation. I've shopped on their website prior. Great Indigenous owned business. We also received a Cheekbone Beauty lipstick in the shade Aki, which means land in Ojibwe. So that's the lipstick. I own a couple of lipsticks from Cheekbone. They're really great. And then we also got a candle made by Sequoia. They're proudly Indigenous, and I've always wanted to try their candles, so I'm excited to burn that and purchase in the future. So we also got a couple of other little things. We got some really nice cards with artwork and quotes on them. This has been shared on Bookstagram too. So if you see this box on Instagram, you'll notice that there's a lot of reviewers here. My quote is right there. Erin's library is on here too. So is Alexis and Mallory. So they're all my fellow Indigenous reviewers on Bookstagram. I'll link all their Instagrams down below. So what feels really special to me sometimes is these people are my friends, but we've never met in real life, and to know that we're all wearing the same earrings and reading the same books is really special. So we also received the sticker in it that says "Inspire Natives, not Native Inspired," and that is something I talk about a lot, and this is a really important notion of supporting actual Indigenous artists and not non-Indigenous people who are profiting off of Native style jewelry or weavings, dream catchers, anything of that sort. So Firekeepers Daughter is actually being made into a movie. It is part of Reese Witherspoon's book club. Angeline has been on Good Morning America, promoting this on very big news networks and programs, which to me is just so incredible. I think Indigenous literature has always been around, and you know, Louise Erdrich has been writing for how long, and her books have been popular for how long. But I feel like Indigenous literature is now taking this sort of turn where more people are starting to read it and recognize it, which is great. But that also comes with, a lot of the time it feels like non-Indigenous people discuss Indigenous literature in a way that almost makes us seem like one big monolith. You know, so Firekeeper's Daughter, I'm seeing a lot of reviews where it's not really mentioned that it's an Ojibwe novel written by an Ojibwe author. It's just a Native American novel or an Indigenous novel, and not once is it mentioned that this is an Ojibwe novel. And I think if we can remember to put that out there in our reviews and in our conversations, it's really going to instill the fact in people that Indigenous tribes aren't one big monolith. You know, Native American isn't an all-encompassing term because I myself don't live in colonial America, so why would that apply to me? And so lumping all of our stories together and kind of painting Indigenous novels as opposed to being more tribally specific, it's never felt right to me. It feels like a big injustice because an Ojibwe novel is going to be vastly different from a Cherokee novel in so many ways, even though there are going to be similar factors that tie certain experiences together, given that we live in society that's currently mostly colonized. But anyways, that's just what I wanted to share. Was very excited that it finally arrived. I am off to the post office now. And yeah, anyways, Shimmy Gotch for watching.